What's driving a lot of the change, and I would say that the pace of change relating to anti-money laundering regulation globally is still, quite rapid, is the international standard setting body, the Financial Action Task Force. This was set up in the 80s to try to follow the money related to narcotics trafficking. It is really turned into the international standard setting. They publish recommendations, and most importantly, they organize and conduct, with the help of member states, mutual assessments. And so, as I have on the slide here, just in the last couple of years, over 150 assessments have been done where you take AML regulators, law enforcement professionals, and others. You get a team together from various countries, and they go look at A to Z, soup to nuts, the AML regime in a particular country. And these reports, which are essentially assessments against the principles that FATF have laid out, then lead to additional evolution in the local regulatory regimes. And from my time in Asia, I saw this particularly in some of the larger markets in Asia. China, Japan, and Korea have all, in the last 2 years, been through this process, and this process has resulted in not only deficiencies being pointed out, which are being addressed currently through new draft laws. Korea has just passed a new law, so has China. New requirements being put in place, but also greater attention on effectiveness and enforcement. And you see the assessment process also is an ongoing one, and there are follow-up reviews that really track this progress. So constantly changing, constantly evolving a regulatory environment really driven by this mutual evaluation activity. I'll also just mention here, many of you who operate in the EU third directive on money laundering has also similarly caused in EU member states an evolution of money laundering regulation toward a more risk-based approach. And just if we talk about the insurance industry, a lot of talk this year. Poland has a new law which is now coming into effect, or just came into effect. A number of European jurisdictions where the regulations are evolving, and the focus on the insurance industry and the spotlight on the insurance industry is greater.